Good morning, my reader friends. I'm Book Dragon Erin, and welcome back to my BookTube channel, where today's topic is all about boring books. Yes, boring books exist, even though I don't review a lot of boring books on my channel here. Getting right into the discussion, I think that No Exit by Taylor Adams is a totally boring book. I am so sorry. I really wanted to like this book. It is a Book of the Month book, and I feel so horrible for saying this about a fantastically reviewed book, but this book, I felt, was a slow build-up to absolutely nowhere, and there was too little for too long and not much of a plot. The terrible puns and underwhelming dialogue just didn't sit right with me. I mean, it isn't kidnapping if there's no captive kid in the car. I get that in some situations that could be funny, but for me, it just wasn't for me. I just really didn't like it, so I DNF'd that book. For those of you who don't know what DNF means, it means I did not finish No Exit by Taylor Adams. Now, this next book I will give another chance, but I am iffy on whether We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach is boring or otherwise. I really wanted to like this book because it is an end-of-the-world book with high school drama, but for some reason, I get bored with this book halfway through it every single time I read this book. And I know the beginning and the middle, but it's just like, why am I continuing reading this? I don't know how to describe it. It does look interesting, and this book is rather unknown, and Tommy Wallach even wrote a soundtrack to this book. I have it saved on my iPod, but still, I can't get through this book, and I don't know why. The characters, to me, seem too singular in their own chapters, and they don't interact with each other enough, and the teenage heartthrob, what's his name again? He doesn't own the fact that he basically destroyed the photography girl's teenage life by kissing her, and then getting caught, and then he blames her, and in the aftermath, everyone shuns the photography girl. Everyone blames the photography girl for the heartthrob's almost breakup, and everyone calls the photography girl a slut, which is demeaning and not true since he was the one who kissed her. Speaking of another sort of teenage high school drama, I totally lost interest in Quarantine the Burnouts by Lex Thomas because no more David, he got out. No more Will, he got out too. Now Lucy must face all things on her own, and the love triangle between David and Will and Lucy is still weird as heck. I mean, Will loves Lucy, David loves Lucy, Lucy loves David, Lucy and Will hook up, Lucy gives her V card to Will, then Lucy marries David, and Lucy has David's babies, and Will is forgotten. So Lucy has been with both brothers, and it just makes me cringe on the inside. I don't like it, and I don't know if I'm actually going to finish this series because of that alone. It just turns my stomach, and it makes me think, ew, is that sort of... I probably shouldn't continue. Moving on to the next book. Leaving off with the worst romance series in my entire book collection, we have After by Anna Todd. I bought every single book in the series, and I highly regret doing so because this series is not worth it whatsoever. I mean, Tessa, the main character, is way too passive, and she doesn't stand up to her over-controlling mother soon enough. Besides that, Tessa and Hardin's relationship is way too toxic. He treats her like a yo-yo. I love you, I act like a jerk to you, I'm sorry, I love you, I act like a jerk to you, I'm sorry, I love you. And it's like, oh my god, just make up your mind, please. I do not understand the initial hype of this series, or how this was even a One Direction fanfiction, and I don't understand the appeal of this whole series that focuses on this I love you, act like a jerk, I love you again, I'm pushing you away sort of relationship. Seriously, what the... Anyway, that is enough talking about boring books that I have lost interest in. So I'm going to continue my day with reading a new book that I just got in the mail the other day. I am not telling you which one it is, but the book review will be up eventually. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button to show some support. Subscribe to my BookTube channel to get more videos like this. Turn on those notifications to be notified when I have a brand new video uploaded. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone.